Hi guys, my name is Chris from Lonas Masahe. Tonight I will be talking to you about lymph nodes. What is lymph node? What are the importance of lymph nodes? And what will happen if we'll take off or remove the lymph nodes in our body? And how many lymph nodes in our body and where they at? Those are the things that we are going to be talking about, these lymph nodes, okay? First of all, lymph nodes is a very important part of our immune system. Lymph nodes are spread all over our body. Lymph nodes is, it has a small kidney bean shaped structure, and we have about 700 lymph nodes all over our body. It is very important because it is a filtering system. It filters the substances that travels to our lymphatic system. It filters the substances. I'm talking substances or infections and diseases in a form of fluid. So what is this lymph nodes doing is filtering those diseases and infections. And lymph nodes also is a storage of lymphocytes. Now, what is lymphocytes? Lymphocytes are the white blood cells that fight against infection. Lymphocytes are the white blood cells that kills infections. Now, what will happen if lymph nodes are removed? And why it is being removed? Most of the time it is removed if it's swollen, if it's it has damage, or it's causing cancer, stuff like that. But most of the time, lymph nodes are swollen or enlarged is not because you got cancer. It's not because it's cause of cancer. It's very rare when that happens. Most of the time, our lymph nodes are swollen and enlarged and it's warm to the touch. It is because it is helping your body to fight infections. That's the reason why your lymph nodes most of the time are enlarged, okay, and sensitive to touch. Now, what will happen if lymph nodes are removed? Like what I said earlier, lymph nodes are the filtering system of the infections and diseases. Now, if this is removed, your filtering system is gonna be less, okay? Because that part has been removed. Now, it is also a storage of your lymphocytes. So your weapon to fight infections will be less. Okay? So you are going to be prone to infection. You are going to be prone to wound healing is gonna be it gonna takes a little bit longer. Now, why? Well, remember I told you that lymph nodes is a filtering system against infection and diseases. And it is also a storage of our lymphocytes, which that is the one that fights against infection. Again, you don't have lymph nodes, what will happen? your wound will take longer to heal. Okay? Now, where are these lymph nodes? I said earlier that they are spread all over our body. There are 3 major superficial lymph nodes in our body. That is gonna be in your inguinal, which is your groin, and the armpit, which is the axilla, and your cervical, which is your neck. They're all over your body, okay? It's gonna be also in your abdomen. There's also like, your trunk, like the deeper lymph node. But I'm just talking about here the superficial lymph nodes, which has a very important jobs on manual lymphatic drainage massage, Brazilian lymphatic drainage massage. Those massages are very important in detoxifications and stuff. If you have swollen areas, that you wanna drain this fluid. The certified manual lymphatic drainage therapist knows where to direct those fluids if you have missing lymph nodes, because they are trained and they have the skills and knowledge on how to address that problem. So you cannot just go to any massage therapist that will say, oh, I want a manual lymphatic drainage is because I have a swollen limb and I want to reduce the swollen. And not all massage therapists can help you with that, because that therapist has to have a special training and skills to address that problem. And also, manual lymphatic drainage is not for everyone. It is contraindicated to some people if they're having issue like heart problem, kidney problem, stuff like that. But we will talk about that later on. This video focused merely on the lymph nodes, because I am just wondering why it is so common here in the US about removing tonsils. Tonsils are lymph nodes the back of our neck. Okay, so as I said earlier, our lymph nodes are very important in our immune system, on our body's immune system, because it is a filtering system and a storage, okay, of our lymphocytes, which fight against infection and diseases. Now, why are we cutting our tonsils? Why? Okay, they'll say, because it is swollen, because it is enlarged, and it hurts to touch. So we have to cut it off. Now, if our lymph nodes are swollen, it does not mean that you are sick. If our lymph nodes or tonsils are painful to touch, it does not mean that our tonsils is causing that to get you sick. The reason of that is because your lymph nodes are fighting infections and diseases that's trying to come into your body. So that's why they are sensitive to touch, and that's why they are enlarged, because they are actually helping you so you don't get sick. Now, if you're going to remove that, you are going to be prone to infection. So that's why I just don't understand why. I am 47 years old and I still have my tonsils until now. And it's not very common. I came from Philippines. It's not very common in the Philippines to remove our tonsils. And I have a son that's 12 years old. he still have his lymph node. Oh no, yeah, lymph nodes. Oh, he still have it. All his lymph nodes. I'm talking about he still have his tonsils. Why? Because I do not. I mean, I refuse to cut off his tonsils. If it gets sensitive, it gets cold. Yeah, I can feel it sometimes. You know, it's enlarged and sensitive to touch. Well, it's because sometimes it's having cold and stuff, and it's trying to fight that cold. Okay, so that's why. So I still don't want anybody to remove his tonsils. Okay, so yeah, why don't we just leave it alone? That's our tonsil is there for a reason. Why are you going to remove it? Okay, so that's my point in this video. Why are we going to remove the tonsils? Tonsils is lymph nodes, and its lymph nodes is helping to fight infections. So that's it. Now, I already talked to you what are lymph nodes, and they're all over our body. There are like 700 of them all over our body. They are in our neck, there are armpit, there are right here, and there's also our abdomen, our chest, our groin. It's all over our body. Okay. Those are very important to our immune system. So if you have lymph nodes that are enlarged and swollen and sensitive to touch, don't panic. Okay, it's just mean that your body is going through some things, and your lymph node is trying to fight that infection. Okay, so that is your first defense. Our lymph nodes is first defense, okay, of the infection. So don't panic. It's okay. You're not gonna die. Your lymph nodes is there for a reason, so don't cut it off. Okay, unless it is cancerous or anything like that. Okay, so that's it for today. That is the purpose of this video, just educating somebody there that don't know about lymph nodes. What is the reason why we have lymph nodes? What's the cause of having our lymph nodes removed? Oh, another one is, if your lymph nodes is removed and you have a surgery there is gonna be a big possibility that you have a build-up fluid, because the fluid cannot drain or circulate. It's because the lymph nodes is removed. Then that's when the time that you're gonna need a manual lymphatic drainage therapist to assist you to solve that problem. But you need to also be honest to your therapist. It's because manual lymphatic drainage session is not for everyone. There are issues that you need to, there are things that you need to be honest to your therapist, especially like kidney failures, heart problem, and stuff like that. Those are very important. The therapist to know, just for safety sake for you, right? So again, this is Chris from Lunas Masahe. Thank you for watching. Have a great one.